Hey everybody, Sam Dog the Infamous 253 coming at you with Dallas Stewart through the speakerphone as we get ready to do the picks for the NFL wildcard weekend. Last week for week 17, Dallas tied his personal best with a 13-3, and of course I went 12-4 on our week 17 picks, and now basically that's all done with regular season. Now we do the playoffs, and make sure you guys in the comments wish Dallas Stewart a happy birthday. His birthday is this Friday. Make sure you guys wish Dallas a happy birthday in the comments. Other than that, Dallas, how you doing?
I'm doing good. It was an exciting week 17, and looking forward to the wild card weekend.
Yep, you and me both, man. A lot of crazy scenarios. Washington got it done against the Philadelphia Eagles to basically get in the playoffs. The Eagles did the Giants dirty. If the Eagles would have won that one, the Giants would have gotten in the playoffs. So guess they hated them not enough to freaking not get it done for their sake and complete their supposed tank for whoever the Eagles are trying to get next. But they got their future quarterback in Jalen Hurts. And then what else for other scenarios? Oh yeah, the Dolphins just missed out because they got blown out by the Bills, and then the freaking Indianapolis Colts took care of their business against the Jacksonville Jaguars as expected, and now the Jags have the number one pick in the draft. And then we basically secured the 3 seed, and Green Bay is the 1, and New Orleans is the 2 seed. But now basically it's win or go home time now. We are in the playoffs, and we start out wild card on Saturday. First game of the triple header for the new wild card. We got the Indianapolis Colts going to Buffalo to take on the Buffalo Bills. Man, I'll tell you what Frank Reich has done with this Colts team is insane, and what the Bills have done, in these last couple of years, and Josh Allen playing the best football of his career right now, and that Bills defense is stacked, man. They are playing great ball, and that offense, Stephon Diggs, that receiving core for the Bills is just they are balling, and I could see them making they could make a pretty good run in the AFC. And first thing, Colts have had a good run too with the way their defense, getting DeForest Buckner in the offseason, Phillip Rivers having one of his better years, and T.Y. Hilton, and then the Colts had a pretty good rookie defensive back that made some big time plays too. But other than that though, I think for this one, I think the Colts will be making a first-round exit to Buffalo, so I'm going to be taking the Buffalo Bills to get it done against the Indianapolis Colts and move on to the divisional, so I'm taking the Buffalo Bills.
I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills as well, because they are just probably one of the hottest teams in the league right now, besides maybe Green Bay. This should be a great game. I know it's going to be cold in Buffalo. I know Buffalo is looking forward to their first home playoff game in, 25 years?
Since 1995? 1995, man. The last time they were...
they're looking to end their playoff win drought. The last playoff win was in 95. They're looking to end that.
Yep, and...
after last year's heartbreaker in overtime to the Texans on the road.
Yep, with against Deshaun Watson and the Texans. Yep, Bills definitely...
Where the Bills were up 16-0 and let Houston come back.
And I think a J.J. Watt strip sack or a J.J. Watt sack was the turning point of that game too, which got the momentum going Houston's way in that one last year. Whew.
I like Buffalo.
Yeah, that loss has been the fire to their season so far. I don't see them getting denied by the Colts. Not a chance.
No.
I expect them to circle the wagons, as Chris Berman would say, because Chris Berman says, nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
I just think they're too hot right now. But it should be an interesting game.
And that's the first of the wild card games in the morning slate. That's a 10:05 a.m. game. Up next, we got our game from Lumen Field. We got the Los Angeles Rams coming back to take on our Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. The Rams basically ended the Arizona Cardinals season, and we basically finished off with a comeback. You know, they had football gods had to give us a little anxiety attack, and we managed to come back, and Tyler Lockett had 2 touchdowns. And now, first home playoff game for us since 2016 when we manhandled the Detroit Lions in Seattle. The last time we were the NFC West champs, and the last time we played a home game in the playoffs. That's the last time I remember that because I was there and Paul Richardson had a ridiculous catch, which was pretty crazy. And the Rams played their last Week 17 game without Jared Goff, and John Wolford was their quarterback. And the question is, will they be getting Jared Goff back at quarterback? We know they should be getting Cooper Kupp back off of the COVID reserve along with Michael Brockers on their defense. And then meanwhile for us, Jamal Adams is a game-time decision, and Jaron Reed is probably most likely out with his oblique strain. Hopefully we get Jamal Adams, which I think we could be in a lot of trouble if we don't have any of those guys. And then I saw something earlier when I was searching the web that Darrell Taylor was actually practicing for the first time this season. So could we possibly see Darrell Taylor's debut and in the playoffs too? But hopefully we get Jamal Adams out there because he is a force to be reckoned with when he's out there. He made a key stop the last time we faced this same Rams team, stopping Darrell Henderson from scoring a touchdown, even though he got the first down. Then we all know what happened next. We had that goal line stand, but this time the Rams should have Cam Akers back, and we know the matchups, the one-on-one match.
Darrell Henderson, he was out last week against the Cardinals.
Will they have him back?
He got hurt in the game against us up here in Week 16.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, though, for John Wolford, what he did on the feet and on his feet and on the ground, though, too, with and through the air, though, for like 250. Did he have like 250 passing yards and 50 rush yards in that game against Arizona last week? I think that's what they said.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and their defense just smothered Arizona's backup.
And Kyler Murray just got knocked out of the game too, which we had a feeling when Kyler Murray got knocked out, it was the end of Arizona's season.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, I like the way we're rolling, and I'll be honest, I don't know if the Rams will have Goff. We know we're gonna be having Aaron Donald probably in our backfield, and they'll probably get some sacks on us, man, as expected. That always happens when we play the Rams, but I like the way we're rolling this time. This time we better have it going. We cannot come out flat, but if Jared Goff's not out there at quarterback, though, too, and we have to face John Wolford, I'm not sleeping on him, but I like our chances. I like our chances against John Wolford. Just got to cover Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods and Tyler Higbee. They like to go play action to the tight ends a lot heavily, too. Hope we have Jamal. I know we got Quandre Diggs, and if Ryan Neal has to step up, let's hope he steps up. And if Darrell Taylor makes his debut, let's hope he debuts in a big way. But other than that, this should be a good game. Seahawks versus Rams games are always good. And respect the rivalry. Sean McVay always brings his best with his team. But we're at home this time, and obviously it's do or die. And this time, we know how bad we want to keep on moving on, but I'm going to take the Seahawks to get a win to move on to the divisional. But it could go either way. But I'm taking Seahawks.
Yeah, this is going to be a battle. I have no doubt about it. But I'm taking the Seahawks. I think we win the rubber match.
Yeah.
I know the Rams are going to be fired up, getting another crack at us.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think we want our season to end like this.
Nah.
In the first round against the Rams.
Last time we played the Rams in the playoffs was 2004, and that comeback they had against us in 2004, my first year at the season tickets. And yeah, I remember I was at that game.
Loss at Lumen Field,
which was Quest Field back in the day, and I remember that because that loss fueled the Super Bowl 40 run.
But this is definitely going to be another low-scoring game. I have no doubt about it.
But we got to come out hot first.
We cannot come out flat. The offense better not take 3 quarters to wake up.
Yeah, we have to get off to a freaking huge.
We gotta win the turnover battle too,
like we did last time, and we gotta just jump out on them and just keep our foot on that gas pedal and not take it off.
Yeah, I'm taking the Seahawks. I can't see the Rams ending our season in the first round, but never know with division rivals.
But I will say this though, we know we can beat them. At least we know we can beat them. We know we can beat them.
I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about this game.
Me too, man. I think we'll come out and think we'll get it done.
Definitely not underestimating the Rams.
Oh, hell no, you can't.
In McVay's game scheme.
Fuck no, you can't underestimate the Rams. I know for a fact I'm not underestimating the Rams, but I think we can go out there and get it done. But here's the question. Will they have Jared Goff back at quarterback, or will it be John Wolford again?
Yeah, I don't know. That remains to be seen.
I'll be doing the preview with Brendan Nelson probably tomorrow, most likely, depending on, obviously I'll be off work at 3 p.m., but I'll do a preview soon with Brendan, and we'll talk about this game later on too. But all right, and the last but not least for the Wild Card Saturday, we got Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to FedEx Field to take on the Washington football team who just won the NFC East. Chase Young excited about getting a chance to take a crack in the playoffs at Tom Brady. He even said it on the media and that too, that he's excited for this crack at Tom Brady. And Buccaneers, they are rolling pretty hot too. If they win, they could probably. I think if the Buccaneers win this, then they go to Green Bay.
Yeah, I believe they would, because if we take care of business against the Rams,
then we would go to
New Orleans.
Well, we'll be picking the Saints obviously in that, so we might as well put a circle around that for the Saints versus Bears. But if the Bears pull an upset, then by some miracle, and we win, and obviously if the Bears win, then we would be having another home game. But let's stick to the game we're on right now. Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Washington football team. Washington getting into the playoffs with a sub 500 record, 7-9, just like a familiar team another familiar team that won a playoff game with a 7-9 record back in 2010.
Yep.
Will history repeat itself? Probably not, though. And you know what 2010 team I'm referring to, and yes, I was there for that amazing upset too, the Beastquake with Marshawn Lynch. But I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to just roll Washington in Washington and go on to Green Bay. I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, give me Tampa. Their offense is on fire right now. I don't think Washington's defense would be able to hold them down. Chase Young, be careful what you ask for. You wanted Brady, well, you got him.
And just like Aaron Donald said that he wanted us, so be careful what you ask for to Aaron Donald as well. Because I saw.
Oh yeah, when he said it's exactly what we wanted.
Yep, that's what he said.
Some bulletin board material.
Yep, bulletin board material, and best believe that we were listening.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens though. It's gonna be fun, but do or die, it's the playoffs. I love the playoffs, man. It's like especially fun during this year, Sucks.
Yeah, and Tampa Bay is going for their first playoff win since Super Bowl 37. They haven't won a playoff game since Super Bowl 37.
With the head coach.
It's their first playoff appearance since 2007.
Yeah, where they lost to the eventual Super Bowl 42 champion New York Giants. And yep. Buccaneers, man, I'll tell you what, their head coach the last time they won the Super Bowl, John Gruden. Their quarterback, Brad Johnson. And they have Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, and John Lynch on that defense. Keenan McCardle was another receiver, and they had Mike Allstott, the A-Train, the running back, for their running back with Tampa Bay. But yeah, we'll see. I expect nothing more than the Buccaneers to just take care of their business against Washington.
Yeah.
Up next,
Washington almost choked away the NFC East.
They did. All right, Wild Card Sunday. First off, a rematch of last year's divisional round. We got the Baltimore Ravens, this time going to Tennessee, taking on the Tennessee Titans. This time, the scenery's changed. They are playing in Nissan Stadium and not at M&T Bank Stadium, the big crab cake, as Chris Berman called it, where Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry and the Titans offense just ran wild in Baltimore, ending the Ravens season when the Ravens were the number 1 seed. And the Titans, the last time these teams met, we were watching Red Zone, and Derrick Henry ripped that big run off, and the Titans just took care of business against the Ravens and got it done last time in overtime. It was a thriller last time around. Ravens have a lot of momentum going in too. And obviously the Titans took care. I mean, they just barely squawked it out against the Houston Texans at the end too. A last-second field goal. I mean, Titans did get a field goal. I mean, Houston got a field goal to tie it up, and then they just went down with as much time they had left and got in good position, and then they kicked a field goal with Sam Sloman, because I think Gostkowski was on the COVID reserve list, right?
He was, yeah.
Yeah, and Sam Sloman, the former LA Ram, doinked it for the win. It was a winning doink.
Yep.
Yeah. Whoo, man. It's going to be good, but I'll tell you what. I'm going to go with it again. We got it wrong the last time, but I think Tennessee is going to continue to have Baltimore's number. So, I mean, this is a shot in the dark with this one, but, you know, if Tennessee still has their number, I think Tennessee can get it done this time at home. I think Derrick Henry will have a big game. It'll be interesting to see how the Ravens defense will come out attacking it and see how the offense shows up. Lamar Jackson, will Vrabel be able to repeat what he did last year with his team again to Lamar Jackson and that offense like they did last year in the divisional round? I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is going to be probably one of the better games of Wild Card Weekend. But you know what? This is the third time they're meet in a year, and I know Baltimore's hot right now, winning their last 5 to get in. And I think they've been waiting for this game. I think this is the opponent they wanted, and I'm going to take a shot in the dark, and I'm going to say Baltimore pulls it off, and they finally are able to get past Tennessee.
A split in the playoffs.
A wild card split. I just like the way Baltimore's rolling right now.
Yeah. I like it. I like the way they're rolling too. This is definitely a tough. This is a tough one to pick.
I think they want this game bad. They do not want to lose to the Titans for the third time in a year.
Yeah, that would be insane if they did. Man, that's gonna be one of the better games of the Sunday slate for Wild Card Sunday. Up next, we got the Chicago Bears, who got in because of the Cardinals losing to the Rams, even though they lost to Green Bay, and going on against the number 2 seeded New Orleans Saints, who basically took care of their business easily against the Carolina Panthers to cement themselves as the 2 seed. And if the Bears miraculously pull an upset, and if we beat the Rams, then we would get another home game in Seattle. But I think we might be going to New Orleans. I think we'll most likely be going to New Orleans. So give me the Saints to handle business against Chicago in the Superdome. I'm taking the Saints.
Can we have wild card lock? I'm taking the Saints in a lock.
Yeah,
Saints are favored by 10. I think they're gonna get their running backs back.
Oh, way more.
I think Kamara's gonna come back.
They'll cover the spread. Yeah,
this is a wild card lock. My wild card lock of the week because the Bears went 8-8. I mean, they backdoored their way in.
They did. And
they did win 3 out of their last 4, but I mean Green Bay pulled away in the fourth quarter.
Yep, they did.
There's no way I can't see Mitchell Trubisky pulling this upset off on the road.
Not a chance in hell.
This would be an absolute stunner if it happened.
Yeah, but it's not a chance.
Lock. They took care of business last week against Carolina with 3 other running backs on the COVID list.
Yeah. All right. And last but not least, we got the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. COVID struck the Browns again. This time to head coach Kevin Stefanski. And I don't know who else caught COVID again. Who caught COVID with the Browns this time other than the head coach Kevin Stefanski?
I think that might have been it.
Their Browns are in trouble. The reason the Browns got in is because the Steelers rested their starters last.
And that was a split I got right only because you thought the Steelers were gonna play their starters.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the Week 17 game picks when we know for sure who's resting starters next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this time around, the starters are going to be back, and Just like 2002 against the Browns played the Pittsburgh Steelers, I think, in the 2002 playoffs.
Yeah, that was the last time the Browns were in the playoffs. It was a wild card game.
Yeah, Browns, I hate to say it, but you're making a first-round exit again. Give me Pittsburgh.
Yeah, give me Pittsburgh to win the rubber match. Just because they have their starters back, but it should go down to the wire. I don't expect a blowout like in the first meeting. But I'm going with Pittsburgh, and if Pittsburgh you lose, oh my god.
Yeah, plus Pittsburgh, almost came back with their backups in that game.
Yeah.
Cleveland almost blew that game to Pittsburgh's backups.
Yeah, they did. They had to hold off a Mason Rudolph rally from 15 down.
And a 2-point conversion that they stopped after.
Yeah, they stopped the 2-point conversion, and then Baker Mayfield with the first down run to ice it.
Yeah.
But Pittsburgh, if you lose, then it's just you really had a collapse the last month of the year.
Yep. And there you have it for our wild card picks. We got Bills over Colts, Seahawks over Rams, Buccaneers over Washington, split on Ravens and Titans, Saints over Bears in the lock of the wild card week, and Steelers over the Browns. And that's basically it. It's going to be fun. Let's do the playoffs. Make sure you guys wish Dallas a happy birthday down in the comments on Friday. Make sure you wish Dallas a happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks for mentioning it to everybody out there. And hopefully my birthday present will be a Seahawks wild card victory.
Yep, I want nothing more than that.
I do not want this to end on set. I do not want to be out in the first round. We experienced that 2 years ago, and then the rest of the playoffs. Well, it was hard to watch the rest of the playoffs.
Yeah, it sucks. It does, but let's just try to do it and just take care of business. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, ring the bell for notification, and let's do it, man. Playoff time. If you ain't with it, you ain't infamous. And as always, go Seahawks.